Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free, and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you're a kind of cleric. Thank you, Karadeg.
And what of
Do
the
you want to know
the
anything
missionaries?
else?
Yes, I do.
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it.
Oh, shit.
And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
Where's this?
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. Renaigse only bring us trouble.
Yeah, see?
And you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life.
Oh, we can help,
and because
dude.
of them, I am forced to hide here.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but
Not a
I
bad
didn't
idea.
know where to find them.
We could help you join them, but we need this tree bark. It's the only way to prove that the priests lied.
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away, Donegad. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
Look at that.
We will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions.
Yeah.
I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Iselt.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So there was an agreement of sorts, but not to the extent that they were saying, which obviously.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends.
Okay, calm down.
Here to Madiseld. I'm happy to
About
see
to
you.
save your ass.
What do you want?
Could you tell me about Siora?
I'm curious.
You are right there, and you let him talk about you like this? Asir? That's a strange friend you have there. Perhaps I wanted to hear how you'd reply. Perhaps, but I don't like this. Did you want anything
I don't know
else?
if we've done that before, but it sounds like we could probably get some information if she wasn't there.
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora? No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies. You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it,
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our
Even less,
village.
like 0.
So they lied. They mocked us and insulted the memory of our mother.
Sure
I
did.
think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go.
This might get messy.
You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter.
Get
Your
over it, dude.
Excellency.
That's fine.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt.
Changed their tune pretty
Siora,
quick.
I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
Hey, we're friendly. There we go. Beautiful. So, does that... Hold on.
Karans, do you need something?
Aha.
I must pass the trial of water. Do you know anything about it?
I have heard it talked about. It is a trial that all must pass if they wish to become the High King. One says that the trial reveals the true personality of those who pass it. My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
Probably
A little,
can't.
But it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best
Yeah.
response.
Pretty on the
Even
nose.
if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed. And there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and
Whoa,
peaceful
what?
sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Anything else?
Huh.
How
We
did you
can
know that
maybe
those
craft
missionaries
that?
were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I understand. However, couldn't she have renounced it in the hope of protecting her daughters?
Perhaps. But she knew us just as well as we knew her. And she knew that we'd rather die in battle
Yeah, fair.
than renounce our beliefs.
Fair,
Anything
fair,
else?
fair.
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
Well, that is still the same.
What kind of child were you?
I suppose I was very curious and studious. I loved when our father taught me the name of some plants and how they could be used.
Then you haven't changed. Isn't it out of the same curiosity that you chose to follow me?
At first, perhaps. But the more I know you, the more I
don't-
find other reasons to stay with you.
Don't tempt me.
Anything else?
Don't tempt me.
I've never heard you talk about your father.
He was the Donegad of
Just seeing
our
if we get
clan.
anything new here that we're
He
friends.
died many cycles ago, but this...
What happened to him?
He was killed as he... My mother never really recovered. Anything else?
No.
I must leave you. See you later.
Okay, so it sounds like for this trial, we might be able to... Maybe it's crafting something that could allow to put these animals to sleep. Because she's saying, remember, if they're attacking, it's because they're hungry, like they want to feed. And that's, you know, part of the cycle. But let's take a look. I'm gonna do, let's go crafting gloves and science jacket. We're gonna switch back to, we'll remove him, bring Afra, we get science. We get the bonus now for vigor as well, which is definitely something that could come up in that trial. Now let's see, quest items, laced drink, sleeping potion, potion of the demonic ritual. This one I can actually make. I don't know if that's at all what we need or if that's from a previous quest. I'll make some of these too, why not? Again, doubtful, but... Yeah, see, now with level 3 science, we need less. Because I think we needed 2 to make this before. Now we can make so many more, because we just need 1 to make a batch. Okay, well, let's see what happens. This is scary. Okay, buckle up.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
Oh, so if we
I
didn't ask her before...
But it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
The thing is like, we made sleeping potions, but... She's talking about modifying food. So I'm not sure how this is gonna go down. I'm gonna approach, like, as quietly as... Oh, we could probably walk at least, but... Yikes. Okay, so I wonder if maybe what we're gonna taint is... Like, there was something marked on the ground there.
Look,
These beasts are feeding on
Yes.
that
Oh,
If
yes.
only we could pour some sleeping potion on it.
Yes, yes, yes. We can do that. That's so sick. Okay. But I also have to probably approach when he's... We still have 30 seconds of this, so hopefully it's okay. That's so
They're
cool.
sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Okay. Enter the cave for the trial. Dosentats. Let's maybe avoid them if possible. Oh, can we do this? I think we can do this actually. Wait, we're still in science gear. If I go back to this one. Oh! Okay, okay. So it's every little section is like a decision that we have to make.
Watch out, Anadai!
Look at the basin and the symbols around it.
Uh-huh.
Given the islanders' taste for rituals and enigmas, I think you should touch the water.
This is like when we found that entrance to that cave the one time. Oh, look at that frickin' thing. Afra, if you're screwing me over here. Level 3 vigor. Well, that's a little bit out of... our realm, isn't it? Okay. Guess we're gonna have to do it this way.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like
here
this
we go.
are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again.
Can we hear that again?
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky.
Okay.
I was floating.
Sky floating.
Carried by the wind. And
Wind.
it was a cold feeling. I
Cold.
was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins.
Blood
I fell
freezing.
To the ground and spun slowly.
Falling,
And then
spinning.
the sun warmed me.
Sun
Suddenly
warming.
I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek.
Bounced on ground. Bubbling current.
Just like before, the vision dissipated.
Dissipated.
and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
Okay.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death.
I don't recall anything death-like.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind.
So that could be the first one.
On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here, this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice.
A lot of these feel like similar. So the first one is we're in the sky floating and it's windy.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind.
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind, and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder.
Oh,
I
ice.
felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me.
And the sun?
Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek.
Then
And
water?
just like before, the vision dissipated. I was suddenly with you.
Oh! We did it. Does that mean that thing has retracted its tentacles? Which I'm a big fan of. Are we cool? We're probably cool. But I'm just gonna... just in case. Oh boy. What the frick? I wonder if... Huh. Do I need to, like, activate that middle thing again? How do we... I wonder if because I'm, like... Because I have the haze potion, that thing needs to recognize me or see me or somehow interact with me. So this is the other way up, which we can't do, which would avoid this. We could have fought it, but we solved this thing. It looks like it's worn off. What the hell? What are we missing down here? I can't interact with it. It's not hostile anymore. So what's the deal? Did that change this? No. That is so weird. Oh, there we go. What happened? What the frick? Okay. Okay. Maybe I had to, like, be in a specific spot or something.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tirfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Milfrichtemann.
We did it, guys. And I'm pretty comfortable with how that went. They've made it quite clear that, you know, fighting your way through there is not the way to handle it. But what's cool is they had a pretty decent variety of other skills that helped. Like our intuition, our sneak didn't help at all. Our charisma didn't help at all. Vigor could have helped, but we don't have high enough level. So we were able to solve a puzzle. And then preparing that sleeping potion, because she told us that we could prepare some type of thing to modify food. That was my biggest concern.
Bertir to mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
Wow. That was cool.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tirfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters.
Cool.
And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same.
Yeah, Bladnid.
In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Milfrichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes.
Wow.
We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
Yeah, because he's like,
I
there's a lot of
suppose that
stuff
I'm
you
going
need to go
need
through.
convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Dedra, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Well, we can talk to the
Yes.
others, though.
I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirse. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirse. Thank you, Glendan.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in
Oh,
the
we know.
village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It
We
is
also
said
know.
that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
See, this makes me think that we could very easily have not met any of those guys yet. And this would be the first time. Which is kind of crazy. So we could go full agility, which I think makes sense. All these freaking achievements. Speak to Constantine. Oh, we're gonna speak to Constantine first. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it sounds like we could very easily have not even met these other clan leaders yet if we didn't do, you know, specifically all of Siora's quests, or just focused on the main objectives, right? Which is pretty crazy, because we've done so much work for these guys where it's like, yeah, we're basically buds already. Which should help, because maybe if we hadn't met them yet, they'd be like, I'll help you, but I don't even know you. So it could be based like faction related, based on how our relations are with them. And we're obviously, with the natives, we're friendly, Knots friendly, Teleme friendly. Bridge Alliance, I mean, What's weird is Afra, part of coming from the Bridge Alliance, that's our companion now. That's like our main, she's ours and we're hers, you know? But the faction is the lowest, so it's kind of a funny dichotomy. Anyways, let's take a break here, and then we'll go in and talk to Constantine, likely talk to those other leaders of those clans, and then maybe find out where a High King is that we can get permission from or help from to see the Man of 1,000 Faces. We'll see. Wish me luck. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.